good dinner. Then maybe someone is coming. Okay, we are
Feed
going
me, and that might make a
Some
difference.
musical
Yeah.
program.
First we have the coaching, and then after that I'm serving the dinner. So then hopefully someone will coming. Otherwise, the people didn't have a time. Just like I'm thinking myself, but when I don't have a time, so how can I expect from her or from her for anybody? But if we have something like attractive, like a magnet, we have to find some magnets. Then people are coming to them. That is stuff. Just if suppose like I said, okay, I have my one dish party. Before one dish party, we can meet and we can discuss something, and then we can eat. That way, I think the people get it. Otherwise, hard in here. Not for me, for everybody, because everybody is trying to get the high standard and high living standard, high things for the kids, high society. So then we don't have a time. That is the problem in here.
That's a really nice idea. So she's just thinking that if there's some incentive, like somebody has a meal, another way, there might be other ideas. Another idea I have is you could do it over the phone. You could find a buddy.
Yeah.
Well, let's pass this around and see if anybody has an idea of what you might like to do.
What is your thought?
I was thinking about over the phone too, because that will be the easiest way sometimes if we can exchange phone numbers, and sometimes if you need any ideas or anything. I do need to know more about the coaching. I do need to practice it more, but it's difficult. When I came here, I got here a little late. By the time I was about to leave, one parent came. I don't have kids now. One parent came to sign an application, but it did take her a long time to finish. But that's how time is. People are calling constantly. You need to make time for them. You need to attend a lot of classes.
Well, I am same situation for as of course concerning having taken class in my education. Obviously, I am same boat with you. I'm planning to go to college myself next semester, so it's going to be the same situation. I'm wondering, then we have to come up with an alternative plan. Would you like to have those kind of one-on-one? We make some team and we do that after we share. How about that idea? Designate some coach each other so we can. Last time we did that, it was I kind of lost my name on the way from here to there, and I was expecting her to call me. She never called me. We chose each other for coaching among us. Just, yeah, let's do that, And then we separated. We never got called. I was hoping she come here today, but she didn't.
I understand. In that way, we need to keep, that is a good idea. Whenever, sorry.
Good catcher.
No, actually I didn't pay attention to this. I'm giving the example like, that's why I just like, we are used to feed the number in the phone, and then we can contact, we don't need to find the paper. And you feed the phone number in your phone, and then you just call by weekly or weekly, then we can meet. Normally when we are attending the conference, we meet together, and yesterday I meet with her, and so many things is going on.
Saturday
Like
again,
in
we are
that.
waiting till the
Yeah.
Saturday have some
So,
conference.
or maybe when we have the number, we can make a conference call. We can talk together in a conference way. And if you have any problem, call me. Okay, Ms. Ali, I have a problem. So I say, okay, I'm going to call other people too, and then we can discuss the problem on the phone, because physically I think it's hard right now. Or maybe we are going to be strong in a phone call, we have the good relation to each other, and we know each other, and we can say, okay, we can meet at one place somewhere. I think we can start in that way. We need to get our phone numbers and call each other, and then
What everybody thinking? I'm just want to
Great
see.
idea.
I have her number, I have her number.
It's a great
that's-
idea since everybody is facing the problem, the time,
Yeah.
and it's great idea to have telephone contacts, so that we can meet. And then actually I like this being together, and I know it's meeting and personally is has a different impact than the making telephone call, but once we meet, we know each other, and then making call and saying, like for example, like I had my problem, I just here, and I'm feeling very relieved, and I'm going to use those strategy, and I'm sure I will have a better
Yes,
situation.
that's right.
So, I mean, it's great. But then again, the time factor is there, it's where we are all handicapped when it comes to that.
Everyone is busy a lot. And we are not caring about ourselves. I'm thinking myself, I have all facilities, but I never use it. Because I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So do you want to just share each other's phone numbers right now? Okay, let's, maybe whoever has the grapefruit can say their phone number and the rest of you can put it in and just pass it,
Yeah.
right? I think great idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just give it to me. You said it.
So Chum, then you say your phone number out loud.
Oh, so I'm gonna be
And they're
busy
gonna
it later. Okay.
They're gonna put in their phones. You see?
Before Thanksgiving or whenever the heck we took this thing, is that it does rejuvenate you. You know, it does bring you, get that energy level back up to practice a skill. And I really appreciate that. I feel like, oh yeah, I can go back, I can do this, I can try harder, I've learned this thing, and it sort of brings it back up. I don't know how to say it any better. It does. It's very rejuvenating to sit and talk with people who are in the same learning, on the same learning curve. That's one thing I want to say. The other thing I want to say is I want to go to listening. Can I switch subjects slightly?
Of course.
Okay.
You've got the grapefruit.
Oh. You said about asking, when you're talking about asking questions and being afraid to ask questions and, or nervous about asking questions, and you said that if you ask a question and the people sort of stop talking, or my coach said to me, well, I noticed that when I asked you that question last week, or whenever it was, your voice dropped down. It was almost like you had dropped your head, and there was a pause before you answered. So she was really listening. She knew that that was something I didn't want to deal with, I didn't want to address, I wasn't ready for it. And so I guess, she didn't say, but I guess that back when that happened, she just sort of let it slide. But now she's coming back and saying, I noticed when I asked you that question, you kind of got quiet, and she probably said, I invite you to think about that and why, you know, what's going on there that makes you, you know, what is it about that? So it was a really clear-cut case of how you can, if you're really listening, you can tell if the question probes too far or hurts in some way, or they're not ready for it. And then the next reeling listening is that sort of piece that I'm so poor at, which is the remembering to go back to it and say, do you want to talk about that today? So it really was a good lesson to me in what real listening was all about. Of course, she's a psychotherapist, I think, so she, you know, she has that.
I'll make a copy.
You know, some people know about cases. Oh. And when she discussed about like her supervisor or assistant supervisor, they are trying to cheese her because they know she didn't want to listen to the question. She just entered the program or somewhere and they just put the question to her and she's not ready for that, right? That is the situation with you, right?
She said,
This is your situation?
no, she said that she was answering and the director will not listen to or not even going any pay attention and she will leave.
And I did that a couple of times.